So, God is in everything. God is abundant. God is flowing through all of creation. In every moment, we imagine that God comes occasionally. There's an occasional miracle. But really, it's abundant in all moments. It's the foundation of all of creation, always present. We've heard of this, omnipresence, always present. The saints in the religion speak of it. And perhaps it's useful for people sometimes. People to just believe that God is always here. There's a sense of security, a sense that maybe something tragic was really divine to help put us at ease. So people accept this belief. I don't want you to believe it. You don't need to believe it. You can know it. You can know it deep in your being. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. Knowing deep in your being that all is God, and you are God. And how simple it is to know that. It might not come in a day or a week or a month, but it will come. It's coming at you all the time. If you are that, why don't you know it? Why don't we know it? Why is humanity in ignorance if they are God? The first step is going to be to let go of the mind. This is the great distractor. This is what captures awareness and focuses awareness away from the true nature of reality and ourselves. The mind. So we can let the mind fall away. Let the mind rest. Let the mind take a vacation. It'll be there when you come back, when you need it, when you want it. It'll be there in a more vibrant way, in a less distracted way. It'll be there with greater utility. So don't worry about losing it permanently. Just let it take a break. We learn about meditation. We learn about things we can do to still the mind, like watching feelings in the body, watching the breath, chanting a mantra, saying prayers. All of that can be useful. I highly recommend it, and at some time though, you feel free to drop all that. The technique, the method is not necessary. As you begin to feel and know God and everything in yourself, as you begin to become aware of your true nature, you can let this fall away, these practices. Because a basic, more fundamental truth will be bubbling up, and the mind will be calming down and stilling. You see, the mind, it's spinning. This notion of crazy, it's just a spinning mind. Most people are immersed in it. We call this illusion. And people have their shared illusions. Society has their shared illusions. Religions have their shared illusions. We're going to let all that fall away. Because the mind has been spinning and spinning and spinning, it can take some time to slow that momentum down. So, make this a priority. take time without the mind. We think we need to be thinking, moving to be successful in life, maybe even to find God. Watching this video, reading this book, traveling to this holy place and that holy place to find God. Which is somewhat silly. Eventually we realize it's somewhat silly because it's in everything. We didn't have to go anywhere. We didn't have to do anything. We're immersed in it. It's like the fish running around to find the ocean. Unnecessary. All of this running around. So, we will make this a priority to let the mind be still. Give time to stillness, give time to meditation, give time to slowing down this momentum of the mind. And then as the mind is still, what we can do is observe what is. Descartes said, "I think, therefore I am." This was very confusing, because you are without thought. You are with thought, you are without thought. Thought doesn't make you who you are. There's a fear within a lot of us that we die without our thought, without our identification with our stories. Those stories contract us. We can expand into the wholeness of creation as we let the stories fall away. So, we let the mind fall away and observe what is. What's observing? It's observing. There's an awareness. There's an awareness there. Always. Right? Take a moment and see. Are you aware of this moment? There's an awareness of, when we watch the breath, we have feelings in the body, chant the mantras, there's always an observer there. Be aware of that which is aware. The awareness is there if thought is there or not. And what is giving rise to that? Where is that coming from? We're getting to the core of our being and just giving time to that. Resting with the awareness. There's a sweetness when we look in another's eyes. Find this sweetness of awareness, observing awareness. Just of the beloved looking into the eyes of the beloved. Awareness looking into the eyes of awareness. Give time to that. Eventually this will overpower the mind. The mind won't want to be dancing around and running around. Because this is so sweet. The mind will bask in the relaxation of mindlessness, thoughtlessness, and the fountain of love and creation and presence that arises, that blossoms when we are in stillness and in self-awareness. And then over time, I'm not saying in a day or a week or a month, it doesn't need to be some great flash, but giving time to allowing the mind to be still, and then paying attention to what is when mind isn't there. So instead of having our attention focused on mental thoughts and mental stories, we allow our attention to go on what is, always. When you're sick, when you're healthy, happy, sad, there's always a presence there. A presence that is not sick or healthy or happy or sad. There's always a presence there, and we give our attention to that. And over time, just giving our attention to that heals, liberates, allows the heart to open, and love begins to shower from everything. Presence begins to shower from everything. God is seen in everything. Try it out. It's an experiment. No belief necessary. Simply experiment to discover your true nature, always present within you, always accessible. And in this, also discovering that God is in everything. God is in everything.